everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. This weekend Steve and I are celebrating our anniversary, so I booked us a dinner reservation for tonight, and I also booked us a stay at a Airbnb. So we are heading 2 hours north of Philadelphia to a place called Mount Joy, and this is where our dinner reservation is. It's a really unique restaurant. I'm really excited to check it out and take you guys along. It's also a surprise for Steve as well, so he has no clue where I made the reservation. All he knows is that we are having a dinner reservation and that I booked us a one-night stay at an Airbnb, and the Airbnb is supposed to be really cool as well. So right now we're gonna pick up Steve, and then we're gonna head up and check into our Airbnb for the night.
Now that I'm looking back, I can see all the signs I tried to fill in the cracks that were spread in my mind, but I was all out of hope, lost in an endless space, the emptiness.
Oh my gosh, you guys, we just got to the Airbnb, and when we pulled up, I was in awe. This place is so much more beautiful than I had even expected. The grounds were decorated with Christmas lights. This estate is breathtaking, and all of the little details make it so much better. I mean, look, this is a bird cage. Steve was beyond surprised when he walked into the foyer and we were shown to our room by the innkeepers. There are 2 dining rooms, one of which will be having breakfast in the morning. Breakfast is included. There are also some common areas, like a little seating area, and the foyer and the dining rooms are all common areas. But our innkeepers did tell us that Steve and I are the only ones here tonight, so we have the entire mansion to ourselves. So we get to explore and roam around and check out all of the cool historic artifacts. They even have the original deed dating back to when the Penn family owned this manor, which is just really cool. There's also complimentary coffee and water that you can get whenever. But yeah, so me and Steve are gonna explore a little bit, and then we have to head 20 minutes out to the restaurant that I booked our reservation for. This manor is called Moonstone Manor. It's located in Elizabethtown in PA, and the restaurant is in Mount Joy, so it's about 20 minutes apart from each other. Although this manor was a new listing for Airbnb, it is definitely not a new place to stay. When I checked into the office, they had tons of awards from The Knot and other companies. Apparently this is a really popular wedding venue, and a lot of wedding guests have their weddings and stay here overnight as well. So it was already well known as a venue, but is new to Airbnb. Like I said, all of the historical artifacts are really cool to look at. It's also decorated with a bunch of beautiful artwork. I mean, like I said, this place is breathtaking. I definitely think it was worth the price and worth the drive from Philadelphia for sure.
No shirt, no shoes.
Thank you. I expect to, yeah. I've never been here before, so.
So in this room here are a bunch of the old artifacts that they would have used back in the day. Only down here.
Mount Joy or whatever. She's like, oh, that's where Movies is. And I was like, oh yeah, I remember that place. But then lo and behold, it becomes the place to take it. A crap ton of pepper. I'm
Where's that steak at?
I'm trying to do some. I'm trying to do some Chef Ramsay stuff with this pepper.
So we just got back from the restaurant. And funny story, I hadn't realized we have eaten there before, but we never ate in the Catacombs part. So that was the unique thing about this restaurant. That was the surprise. The restaurant we ate at was Bube's Brewery, and the brewery was actually built on top of the Catacombs. They used the Catacombs as like a natural cooling spot to store the beer in the kegs and brew the beer on top and inside the Catacombs. And then eventually they turned the Catacombs into a restaurant, so that's what we did. It was really dark down there. All we had was the light from the candle. So I did try to show you guys the food that we were eating. There was also no cell service down there, which I thought was actually a good thing because it kind of took away the temptation of looking at our phones while we were eating dinner, and we got to focus on each other. Another cool thing about the Catacombs is it used to be a speakeasy, and there's actually a part where there used to be a tunnel to bridge into someone's house.
Mr. Frank's house.
Mr. Frank's house from
Frank.
across the street, who would supply the alcohol for the speakeasy and run it through the underground tunnel. And they also think that the underground spot was used for the Underground Railroad as well. So a really cool historical spot. I definitely recommend checking it out. The hostess gives you a tour of the Catacombs before you're seated for dinner, so that was really cool. We brought some dessert back for ourselves, and we have some champagne to toast our anniversary, and we're just gonna enjoy the rest of our night here, having the mansion to ourselves. Good morning, everyone. So Steve and I are exploring the grounds one more time while it's daylight, since it got dark so early last night. We did end up walking around the grounds last night as well, and I'm so glad we did. Steve found this awesome bench in the midst of these Christmas trees that they have, and it was actually really cool to see everything lit up at night. We just enjoyed our complimentary breakfast. The breakfast included waffles, bacon, eggs, cinnamon apples, tea, orange juice. It was very delicious. Our innkeepers, Faith and Keegan, were awesome the whole time we were here. I definitely recommend you guys checking out Moonstone Manor. It was so beautiful, lit up with all the trees, but I definitely think Steve and I are going to try to come back in the spring and summertime to see how everything looks then. Last night before we went to bed, we spent a little bit of time in every room trying to take in everything we could. Like I said before, the artifacts, the antiques, the artwork, even the woodwork, the whole entire place is so beautiful. And if you do come, maybe you could go check out the Catacombs restaurant as well. Alright, so that's the end of our trip. Thank you guys for tagging along. Let me know what you thought about the mansion and the restaurant. Please give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you're new here, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!